Last 32, and it's the Rocket tonight against Mark King. 6:45 exclusively live on Eurosport 1. And it's the Rocket who's with me alongside Folsey and, of course, the Pistol. We thought it'd be a lot closer than what it was, Ronnie. But as we were saying in the mid-session when he was 4-0 up, Martin deserves so much credit for handling the pressure of being champion. Yeah, no, I think he's obviously comfortable. The surroundings here, you know, obviously great memories from last year. And I think, you know, if someone like Martin does play well and the opponent doesn't, then, you know, 5-0 is very high probability as well, because he's a very tidy, compact and efficient player. A lot of good shots as well over the 5 frames.
I thought he played really well. He's definitely got a little bit of a buzz out there coming back to the Tempodrome. As for Jamie, you know, it was one of them days. I mean, we're going to see some of the shots here. I mean, I thought that the next shot he hit, he cued a red to the middle, was an absolute gem, and that's what Ronnie's saying. He's got a very compact cue action, underrated cue action. He's good. His opponent, Jamie Jones, he had one of those horrible days that all snooker players will be aware of, where he just didn't play, probably doesn't even feel like he's had a snooker match, you know, because this man just outplayed him, actually. And everything he did went well, and everything that Jamie Jones did went wrong. As I say, he had just a nightmare day at the office, and one he'll wish to forget. But it was this man that just put him under pressure, because he just kept going, and he's just got a buzz about playing back here. He's got a very good technique, isn't he? Yeah. You see, like, compact. When he pulls the cue back, he has a very good pulls, and you know that always encourages a very good delivery. A lot of players can be very jabby and quick, but he kind of brings it back, holds it, and really gets through the ball.
Gets the ball really crisp.
And and when he starts cueing, he can motor on, you know what I mean? For where he is ranked in the world, you would have to say he's probably the best all-round player by quite a way, really, you know. Of that group. And well, he's capable of winning tournaments with that game if he's on. You know, but where he is ranked in the world, he's probably, there's not many players that can play to that level, if you know. And by contrast there, Mark Allen, if you know, like Jamie Jones, every mistake I make, this guy's punishing me. The pressure just grows and grows, and that's got bad to worse, really, for Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie's been struggling a bit recently for results, and it showed today, because he had a few chances early on and looked edgy, and you know, when Martin's playing well, he's not missing much. Everything snowballs, and you know, 5-0 was as best as Jamie Jones could have hoped for today. It must seem like the worst game in the world when you have an afternoon like that. When you have a game like that, Mark, you know, when you have those bad days, you must want to just go to the nearest river and throw your cue in. Yeah, well, many of us have been there, like, but for Jamie, it's just disappointing, because he's won 2 qualifiers to get here when he hasn't won many matches, and he'd probably be looking forward to playing at a great venue like this, and he just hasn't performed. But that's all credit to Martin. No, Martin put him under pressure. He wasn't missing much himself, and thoroughly deserved the win. Martin would be used to if there was a draw, Neil, on day 1 and Ronnie was playing, or Mark was playing, or Selby was playing, or Robertson being in an outside table. I mean, you come into the Tempodrome, this beautiful venue, and all of a sudden Martin Gould's in the banners as defending champion. Does it help him that he's getting the TV table? Yeah, and of course, what he said actually last year, it was going to be like London buses, you know, he'd win one, he might win another tournament. Well, not only has the buses not been coming, like the bus company's been on strike for a year because they had a bad time of things. But he's back here, and as Ronnie said, you know, he can win a tournament. He's won one, and it might be quite difficult to beat this week now. He's definitely, it seems to be pleased to be back here, and I think that the German fans like him, and he could go far. OK, well, he's going to make his way to talk to us. He'll be able to now get a nice early afternoon as well. Ronnie can put that game behind him as well. I think he's coming in. Oh, look at this for a walk down. You don't get this in any other snooker coverage. It's like stars in their eyes. Congratulations, sir. Well done, mate. You were cueing beautifully today. That must have just felt wonderful, because you said you were feeling the pressure of reigning champion.
Yeah, everything seemed really sweet from the first frame. Like, Jamie missed a couple early doors, and I just got into a rhythm. And once I'm in a rhythm, I'm quite hard to stop. And I'm just very consistent right the way through. So I was quite pleased with how I played, to be fair. Of course, this time, 12 months ago, we were watching you win your first ever ranking title. For you personally, what has it been like to come back here as champ, seeing your name and your picture in the walls alongside Ronnie and Selby and Robertson and Higgins and everybody else? To be fair, I've tried to keep a low profile. Just stay out of the way, just do what I've got to do, my practice, go and eat properly, just do the normal real things, really. I've not really noticed too much about all the pictures or anything. I've just come in, done what I need to do, and then slipped out the door, back to the hotel. You certainly did that. I mean, we'll show you some of your good shots, but at times like this, it must seem like the easiest game in the world when you're cueing so well. Yeah, it can be at times, yeah. It's red in the middle here. Yeah, I've got, to be fair, the table's really lovely, very grippy. So I played a normal shot on the black, really, and I got too much reaction out of it.
Couldn't hit that red in the middle any better, though. At that angle, they're not easy shots.
No, they're not.
Was this a bit of luck? Or did you go with this one?
I actually played it, but I played it a little bit too well, to be fair. I called it a little bit thicker than what I wanted to.
This was a good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had the red that was opposite, but I wasn't sure if I could create enough angle to get right through the gap without colliding into anything.
But the speed you played it at, it's like you've played it as if, you know, it's got to go in, and so you're confident.
It has to be said, though, you know, we were saying that Jamie, sort of every time he made a mistake, he knew he was going to get punished by you. Do you sense that when you're out there, when everything's going right for you, and it's the opposite for your opponent?
To be fair, just before I come out here, I'd done an interview for one of the other snooker blogs, and he told me that about my record against Jamie. And to be fair, normally when I've beat Jamie one-sided, it's always been kind of like how it was today. Jamie's beaten me a couple of times. He's a great player. I felt for him a little bit, to be fair, because it was his debut here. It's something that he wanted to play in, so it was a bit hard.
Do you really feel sorry for him?
He's a lovely guy, so I did genuinely feel sorry for him, yeah.
Well, listen, Busby will tell you how hard a task it is to win this title twice, eh, Busby?
Well, no one's ever done it before, in 6 tries. I mean, look, it's too early to say that no one's ever going to do it, but 6 different winners here, of which...
it's getting like the Crucible curse.
There's an odd man out in the middle, Mark, who hasn't won it. Yeah, it's a bit early to say it's a curse, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 7th new winner. It's possible. You know, it's that sort of a tournament. Yeah,
but as Ronnie said just before you walked down those wonderful stairs, if you cue like that and play like that, you must feel there's every possibility lightning can strike twice.
Yeah, definitely. I've just got to keep in that rhythm, and obviously Ronnie's playing in it this year. You've got a few others that weren't here last year, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to go all the way. But as I've just proven there, I've got capabilities to do so. So take each match as it comes, and if you keep winning, then you're here at the weekend.
And disciplined, back to the hotel, live the life of a monk.
Yep,
no enjoying Berlin, because Berlin's quite the city.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll try.
Yeah, we're not very good at it. Let's have a look at what else is going on at the moment. Of course, that was the TV table, but 2 delightful games as well taking place. So let's have a look at the scores from those 2 tables. We know already 3-0 still. Dally Carter, that 4th frame is taken forever, and Robin Hull against Jimmy White is 2-2 at the moment in their mid-session. Jimmy, of course, as you've been reading in your newspapers and on the TV, had his flat burned to the ground an hour before getting on his flight to Berlin, which is absolutely fantastic. And we're just hearing as we go to this table, Jimmy is now 3-2 up. I know he's one of our team, Ronnie, but just because of what he went through, if any player had lost all their worldly possessions, we'd be really rooting him to have a good week, wouldn't we?
Absolutely, and you know, Jimmy's in a really, really good place at the moment. He's loving his snooker, he's loving his life, and he's looking so much better. And I think, you know, I know it sounds mad, but I think he's flat burning down. He'll be thinking, you know what, my life's good. But, you know, so he'll put it in perspective and think, you know what, he'll probably take his flat burning down and playing really good snooker.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think he'll be looking at he's in a good place at the moment.
Yeah, it's typical Jimmy, you know, you have to laugh mentality. That's kind of what he's had today.
Well, he's very optimistic, Jim, and he always looks at the positive side, and I'm sure he'll be seeing that the most important thing, he's in good shape, he's playing well, he's enjoying his life. You know, all the other stuff is an insurance job, and, you know, it's not important.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, as long as everything's good in your heart.
Also, Virgin and having the physique of Usain Bolt at the moment, the pictures we have of him from 2 years ago, you wouldn't recognise the Jimmy today. He looks 10 years younger. So a lot of things to be happy with, but he won't be happy unless he gets to 5 before Robin Hull of Finland. And we've been asking you to get in touch the whole way through. #GermanMasters. So let's have a look at some of your tweets coming in. No point asking if we don't show them. He deserves a lot of credit, doesn't he, Folsey? Brad's at work, but he will stop at nothing to watch the German Masters. Probably could get sacked from his job now, we've shown that, but he deserves a credit.
Yeah, and watching it on his dog, of course, that means a dog and bone. I hope everyone understands that he's not watching it on his actual dog, because that just is not possible as far as I know. Technology is changing fast, but not that fast, right?
No, I must correct you. I think in the new deal that they hammered out at the 11th hour with Sky last night, you can now watch Eurosport and your dog, so that's good. Let's have a look at our next tweet. This one comes from Robbie Watson. Just dead simple there. He just says that nice to see the pistol on the Eurosport couch. Good luck, he says, to the team this week, and enjoying the coverage, which is really good. I mean, on today, then you've got this evening, of course, where you're playing. Do you have a set format that you follow before games, same preparation, or do you just take each tournament differently?
Just take each tournament, each match differently, really. Just preparation isn't my best point, but I'll just go back, get a bite to eat, and a bit of practice before I start.
No better way to prepare than being in the company of Folsey for a couple of hours.
Yeah, he's made me feel relaxed leading up to it, so that takes a bit of nerves away from first round matches.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not thinking about that. Let's do one more tweet then, and keep them coming in to hashtag German Masters. This is Ken Prickett, really straightforward. He says, has to be one of the best venues the players play in this year. It's a great setup. And Ronnie, you said earlier the quarter-finals day here, when we get to the end of this working week, you described it as like something like a gladiator.
Yeah, because I think quarter-finals day, you play a match in the afternoon, so you play 2 matches in one day, and then so come the evening, you're all kind of in the groove, really, and I think you'll have like 8 players all playing at the top of the game. I think last year, Judd Trump got beaten a 5-4 thriller, had a maximum against Selby. I had a fantastic match against Murphy, and the other 2 matches, Wambo was flying out of his brains, and it was just centuries and 147s, and the crowd, it was unbelievable. So for me, that's probably the best night snooker I've ever been to and been involved in.
Amazing. Well, you know, to be involved in that again, you know, it is a tough last 32 for you, given the record against Mark King. And as you said, he's a champion now, and that makes a difference. He's won a ranking title.
There ain't no easy matches. I think if you go out there and you don't settle early enough and get involved in the match, you know, you're going to be put on the back foot. And, you know, all the players now are really sharp and strong. So, you know, you have to be playing good pretty much all the time now to get victories.
OK, well, Folsey and I, of course, will be on duty for that game. We will be joined by Jimmy White. By then, we will know whether he's in the last 16. So they'll be with us to watch both of these guys in action. Mark will be playing against Ryan Day. Our featured table, though, Ronnie O'Sullivan against the Northern Irish Open champion, Mark King. You will see every single shot live. That's from 6:45 live on Eurosport 1. But thanks to the GOAT, it's an early afternoon for us. It's currywurst and fries all round. We'll see you back here at 6:45.